Money. It's one of the first things we filmmakers need, yet it always seems to be the last thing we want to talk about. And I don't blame you. I mean, I'd rather be telling you about the new script I'm working on or the latest camera gear. But at some point, you're gonna have to figure this whole money thing out. So here are 10 ways you can start raising money for your next indie film. And most of these are things you can start doing today. Number 1, get a day job or find gigs on Craigslist. This is probably the most obvious and ideal solution. Get a steady income going, and then you can put aside a fraction of every paycheck towards your next project. Even if it's just $5, it's still better than zero. Number 2, save your loose change. Chances are you've probably got a lot of pennies and dimes lying around your house. So grab them, save them, and cash them in. Number 3, recycling. Spike Lee did it for his film, She's Gotta Have It. During production, he had the cast and crew save their soda cans and bottles so he could go trade them in for cash later.
To finish your film. And I tell people you just have to be inventive and you gotta look under every nook and cranny to get it done.
Number 4, research studies. This is how Robert Rodriguez raised the $7,000 he needed to make El Mariachi. So check Craigslist, universities, or hospitals to see if there are any research studies looking for volunteers. I did one and made about $28. Not a lot, but it only ate up about 2 hours of my time, and it was better than spending an afternoon doing nothing. Number 5, sell your equipment. If you have any old lenses or audio gear, sell it, and then take that money to upgrade to the next gear. Number 6, sell crap you don't need. Whether it's toys, books, or clothes, throw it up on eBay or Craigslist, and then put that money into making your next film. Number 7, cutting costs wherever you can, whether it's on expenses or luxuries, like eating out at a restaurant. A friend of mine told me that he's willing to skip a few meals just so he can go and buy that new gear to upgrade his camera. So take that same philosophy and apply it to your next film. Number 8, return stuff to the store. If you find any old receipts or clothes you haven't worn that still have the tags on them, take them back and get a full refund. Number 9, save up those gift cards or birthday, Christmas money. If you're lucky enough and you still have relatives who give you money on your birthday, then take that money and save it. Number 10, open an online savings account. Now, out of all the others, this one you can take with a grain of salt. I'll do my best to explain it, but I'll also provide some links in the description so you can do your own research. So an online savings account is exactly what it sounds like. But what makes it different from a regular account, say with Wells Fargo or Bank of America, are 4 key things. There's no minimum deposit to open it. You get higher interest and APY rates. There's no monthly maintenance fees. And it takes you a little bit longer to withdraw your money from the account. The minimum you need to open a basic savings account with Wells Fargo is $25. But with an online savings, you can open it with $0 and put your money in later. Interest and APY rates. This is the part I'm not going to be able to explain that well, so I recommend you check out the links below. Basically, these rates determine how much money the bank gives back to you based on the amount in your savings account. So say you open a Wells Fargo savings account with $1,000 and then you don't touch it for the rest of the month. Now, based on that interest rate, you take your $1,000, multiply it by 0.0001, and that gives you 10 cents. So at the end of the month, Wells Fargo will give you back 10 cents, and now you'll have $1,000.10 in your account. Now let's do the same for an online savings. Take the same $1,000, you don't touch it for an entire month. Now multiply that by 0.001, and you get $1. That means that this online bank account is going to give you $1 back at the end of the month, so you're going to have $1,001. With a bank like Wells Fargo, there are certain requirements you have to meet, or else they're going to charge you a maintenance fee ranging from $5 to $12. Now, this isn't a lot, but when you're trying to save money, it's kind of frustrating that the bank keeps taking it out. With an online savings, there are no monthly maintenance fees. So you can have $1 in your account, you can have $1,000, and they're not going to charge you based on any requirements. The only time you might face fees is if you go over the withdrawal limit, which leads into my next point, that it takes a little bit longer for you to withdraw the money from your online savings into your checking. Now, personally, I actually see this as a good thing because you're trying to save money, and it sort of defeats the purpose if you're constantly pulling money out. But With an online bank, you request to transfer funds and the money will be in your account the next day, whereas with Wells Fargo, the money will be in your account instantly. So again, the links I put in the description are to nerdwallet.com, which provides all kinds of financial information and advice. And you can even compare and contrast different online savings accounts and decide which one works best for you. The second link is to the bank I used to save up, which was Goldman Sachs Bank. And you can go on their website and see what they offer and decide if that's one you want, or you can go with a different option. Those are 10 ways you can immediately start raising money for your next indie project. So do you agree, disagree? If you have your own tips, leave it in the comments. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys with another video next week.